Hey guys, welcome to Biofield Part 2. Today we're going to talk about your chakras, and then next week we will put the chakras in the biofield together to start mapping it. Okay, so we're going to start down here. This is called your root chakra. It is associated with the color red. And a chakra is, what I was telling you last week, is basically a nerve plexus center. There is more electricity in your body in these centers. And we visualize it as a spinning wheel. So the root chakra, this is the foundation. All of the rest of these are built upon. A lot of people, when they say they are unblocking their chakra or a chakra, my third eye chakra, they don't realize that the third eye chakra won't work so good if you don't unblock everything leading up to it. So this is a 7 chakra system, and you want to be paying attention or giving attention to all 7 centers. So let's talk about what the root chakra involves. It involves your foundation, your material world. This is where you find your ancestry. Your basic survival skills are down here. It also is the chakra to help keep you grounded. I work a lot on my root chakra. It's one of the toughest ones to keep balanced for me, and one of the reasons is because I'm not very grounded and I don't really like real world. So this is your grounding chakra. Having that engaged and working well is very important when you're doing any type of energy body work. Remember, good things come from a solid foundation. So this one's got to be working well for everything else too. And what I've come to learn in my experiences is the root, and now we'll talk about the sacral or the navel. It goes by both. It's orange in color. These two are usually the hardest ones to get balanced. And this is your emotional desires, right? This is pleasure centers. This is what makes you sensual and sexual. Comes from the sacral. This is where you enjoy touch and trusting relationships. This is why these two are the toughest to work through, is because these two are what causes us usually the most pain, right? So this is what is represented in the sacral chakra. When you're in touch with your emotions, this spins well. And that leads us to our solar plexus chakra. It's represented by the color yellow. This is a source of your power. When this chakra is flowing well, this is a representation of where you hold your respect for yourself. Okay? Your confidence in yourself. The better this chakra is running, the more flow it has going in it, the better you are at transcending your ego, and you find the motivation to go after everything you want in life, to manifest the belief. You're no longer a procrastinator. You're no longer stuck. So when you're feeling that stuck feeling and you can't move out of what you're in, this is a big reason, the solar plexus. Now we'll move up to the heart chakra, and it's the color green. This chakra is all about compassion and empathy for self and other. This is where we show our authenticity. If this chakra isn't flowing fluidly, you're lacking love and empathy and compassion for self. Well, when you don't have that compassion, love, and empathy for self, you don't have it for other, because you don't know what it feels like, so you don't even know you're missing it, right? So this is the one you work on when you're disconnected from people, when you're disconnected from community, disconnected from neighbors, disconnected from family and friends. This is the one that needs some work. It usually means you're untrusting, right? You don't trust anyone. You're protecting yourself from people hurting you. When you get this spinning well, you have unconditional love for people and yourself. You can feel that love for yourself, which transmits out to so many people as unconditional love with your heart chakra. It's all about relationships, right? How well do you give and receive love? Now we're going to go to the throat chakra. It is the color blue. You got her. It's a communication center in the throat. You got a sore throat a lot? It's usually because you're holding back. This is your self-expression center. That's that self-expression that so many of us are scared to commit to, right? Because we're scared to be judged, and we're scared to be rejected, and we're scared to be ridiculed, right? So as you work on this foundation and your ancestry and your feelings about yourself and your emotional center and your self-respect and your love for yourself, you end up getting up here and you're able to communicate and show who you are. But now you can see kind of, right? If you don't work on any of these and you just want to say, hey, I want to become a great speaker, a great teacher, a great lecturer, you can't. Because if these are all blocked up, not spinning well, you can't convey through here that emotion you require for people to feel you. You can't convey your confidence in what you're saying and your knowledge, right? You can't convey your experience and wisdoms if these are not worked on. So we all want to get to the place where we can self-express ourselves. Self-expression is more than speaking clearly and good words and good intent. Self-expression is expressing all of these things up to here, your values, your morals, your ethics, your beliefs. Who are you? That comes out of this. And then we get to the third eye. Your third eye is represented by the color purple, indigo, some people say, whatever you like to call it. And it's all, I like to call this your inner child. It's your imagination. It's being able to fly away in your mind elsewhere, believe in something bigger than yourself, right? It's the spot of vision and intuition. This is where you get your clarity of thought, your downloads sometimes, people call them, like I do. When this third eye is open, you feel very focused and very steady. And then we're here at the crown. And the crown is where the divine comes in and enters directly, your direct messaging system. That's your email slot. This is for self-evolution. This is about your soul purpose, your soul pathways, your soul partners. This is all-knowing, all-seeing enlightenment, because the divine will give you what you need until you can pull what you need yourself and know it. So it's there to aid you. Work on your foundation, work on your emotional center, work on your self-confidence and self-love, self-expression, and remembering the imagination within of the inner child when you believe purple birds could fly and sit on your head. We have lost our imagination, and therefore we've lost our connection to the divine. Okay, so those are your chakra systems. So now when these aren't spinning well, they send static out. That's your messaging centers, and they're going to send static out and cause static in your field, which then gets picked up by your brain, and it's told over and over again, I've been hurt, I've got trauma. And then it comes out in our shoulders and in our jaws and in our arms and legs and gut systems and genitals and everywhere throughout our body. In the coming weeks, we will be talking about getting the chakra centers spinning and clearing this field. All right. And thanks for watching. Like always, it's great information to get out there. Please like, subscribe, and share to anybody on their spiritual journey or are wanting to know more about their energy body and biofield. And you can follow me at Kimberly Dawn Empath on Facebook or join my Facebook group, All Things Afterlife. As always, you guys have a great day. Take care.